Hello, in this video we are going to talk about properties of equalities for exponential functions. So before we start, let's review the word exponential function. Exponential, from this word you can tell that I'm dealing with an exponent and the function is of the form f of x a times b to the x power. A represents the initial value, b is the factor of growth or decay. You remember, if b is greater than 1, we have growth, the graph grows, and if b is between 0 and 1, greater than 0 but less than 1, we have exponential decay. So in this lesson we are going to use the property of equality to solve exponential functions. If b is greater than 0 and b is different than 1, then we can tell that b to the x power is equal b to the y power. You can tell that the bases are the same, they are b and b. So we can cancel out the bases. So in this case, x comes equal y. And here you have a good example. 3 to the x power equals 3 to the 5th power. That property that we can use is property of equality because the bases here are the same and the exponent x equals 5. So 3 cancel out with the 3, x equals 5. If x equals 5, then 3 to the x is going to be equal 3 to the 5th power. The property of equality can be used to solve exponential equation. I'm going to show you an example how to solve an exponential equation. So the question here is solve. So we have 2 to the x power equals 8 to the 3rd power. As you can tell, you cannot use the property of equality here. The base on the left side of the equation is 2. The base on the right side of the equation is 8. In order to use the property of equality, the bases have to be the same. So I'm going to think, how can I write number 8 as the base 2 number? Now I have to think about the factors of 8. And for that, it's good to make a 3. So I'm putting 8 and making a 3. One of the factors is 2. 8 divided by 2 gives me 4. Divided by 2 gives me 2 and gives me 1. So as you can tell, 8 can be written 2 to the 3rd power. So on the left side, I have 2 to the x equals. Instead of 8, I'm going to put 2 to the 3rd power. That is number 8 to the 3rd power. I continue. 2 to the x power equals. Here I can use the property called power of powers. So I multiply 3 by 3 and gives me 9. So I have 2 to the 9th power. Now, in this moment, I can use the property of equality. The reason is that I have the same base and the base is 2, which one means that if the base is equal, the base is 2 and the bases are equal, the exponents are going to be equal. So x is going to be equal 9. To check this, I can go back, as you can tell in the original equation. So I'm writing check. And if I go back, I'm using red color now to do the checking. I have 2 to the power of 9 equal 8 to the power of 3. And use the graphing, the calculator. You don't need graphing for that. And what you get from that, 2 to the 9th power equal to 8 to the 3rd power. Because this is true, then we accept the solution. So the solution here is x equal 9. So through this video, we learn how to solve exponential equations using the property of equality for exponential function. We can use this property only when the bases are the same. So for each equation, try to find the same base by factoring the bases. And in the moment that the bases are the same, then means that the exponents are the same. So my answer is x equal 9. Thank you.